and welcome to the program. Thank you so much for being with us, and thank you for being with us, Nick and Gena. I just feel like I just introduced you guys, so I don't know if I need to go through all those introductions again. We appreciate you being here. The city experienced some record tourism dollars for the fourth year in a row. Tell me what's been working. What's driving all this, Gena?
You know, we're on a good trend right now. We finished last year about 2% over the previous year. I think it's a combination. It's leisure travel continues to increase. Our conventions and meetings, our convention center is doing quite well. Our Robinson's busy. All the events and festivals that take place in the city all help drive those visitor numbers.
Yeah, Nick, do you have anything to complement that?
I think coming out of COVID has helped quite a bit. Everybody was scooped up for quite a while, and these numbers over the past few years have really been good for us.
Pent up demand is what we call it there.
You bet.
Well, here's the challenging thing is you've got 4 years in a row, you know, now you got to keep the momentum going. How do you keep it going 5 years in a row? What's on the agenda for this year to keep things moving in the right direction?
For one, we want to stay competitive. We've spent a lot of dollars, close to about 10, 12 million when it's all complete, of renovations of the State House Convention Center. We just need to stay competitive. It's such a competitive market out there. Everybody's vying for those tourism dollars right there. And as well as on the leisure travel side, we just continue to increase our marketing efforts. It's so much of what we do you don't see here in Little Rock and around Little Rock, because we are marketing regionally and on a national level.
Right, you want to bring them into Little Rock.
Exactly.
You're not necessarily needing the folks in Little Rock to do that. Nick, you're in the hotel business. Kind of what have you seen from that hotel side of the business there in terms of what customers are telling you they like about Little Rock?
You know, we have a lot of groups that come in. We have a lot of leisure travel that comes in. They really like our downtown area. They like what we have to offer, and we developed a master plan that I think we discussed a few years ago with you, and it's going really well.
I want to follow up on that master plan in terms of where we are in it right now. Have there been adjustments? Are there things that you see that are definitely working? Kind of give me a little top line oversight of what you're seeing from the tourism master plan. How is it working?
Sure, in 2023 is when we released our tourism master plan. It was a 10-year plan, as you know. At that time, we also released a business plan for that year. We've continued. We just finished our third year of our comprehensive business plan, and it targets all of those things that are listed and all of those priorities of our business plan. And it comes down to even things like we just recently talked about, the State House Convention Center, the renovations. The River Market Hall pavilions are still top priority for us. We're still we're getting closer. The city just released an RFQ and it's on the streets right now. So I think we'll have some announcements there in the next few months, and just looking at some of those priorities within the tourism master plan and how we can expand on those.
What do you want to see happen in the river market down there? You mentioned it there. Just what is it that you think needs to change to increase the vibrancy down there that once existed? It still has its definite attractions, farmers market and a lot of other festivals and things that go on down there, but what is it missing?
The River Market Hall is really the cornerstone. It is the main attraction down in that area, and it needs to be a facility that's open 7 days a week into the evening. So we've been looking, have brought many groups in nationally, have gone to see other facilities over the last couple of years, and now have gained some interest of some private investors that want to come in and look at the facility.
Yeah, what do you hope happens down there, Nick?
I think getting downtown Little Rock to be the hub again is something that we are pushing towards and trying to get put back together.
Yeah. All right, you've got 2025, you're well into the first quarter or past the first quarter of that. I know one of the things that you guys have talked about is, using the data and your technology to, fine tune things. Kind of what do you look at in terms of data points to tell you that you're doing something right, you're doing something wrong? Where do you see room for improvement?
We look real close at our feeder cities. Our feeder cities and what our visitor spending is from those cities, as well as their length of stay. And then we continue to market towards those areas. It's so interesting now. I've been in this business now 30 some years, and the intelligence that's available to us so we can market smarter is just incredible.
Yeah, Nick?
Yeah, the marketing that goes, the data that we're getting, really helps us to see what's going on and helps us put together a good plan.
2024 was a great American eclipse year, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It sure
So
was.
what did you see from that, and how do you maybe make up for whatever that brought in? What's going to replace some of that boom?
Well, it's hard to replace that eclipse. What was fun about
we need another
we
supernatural event. or
We
something like that.
sure do. What was fun about the eclipse is it happened on a Monday. Sunday evenings are one of the slowest evenings in the hospitality business. So just to look at that hotel occupancy grow from a normal Sundays, usually around 40%, and that weekend of the eclipse it grew to about 85% on that Sunday
Wow.
night. So it was fun to see.
Did you see numbers like that, Nick?
Sure did.
You did?
It was great.
Not bad
Great
for
time.
business, was it, there too? You look like there could be also an expansion of the Clinton Library coming in the future years.
Yes.
One of your hotels is right there next to the
You bet.
Clinton Center. What does that potentially mean for you?
Potentially means more visitors. So we're going to have more visitors come in, and we look forward to being able to.
Will you fill up more of what you got, or do you think you're going to have to do something
I
more?
think we'll fill up more of what we got. We've always got room.
I have a curiosity about something that you guys have been promoting. It's called Pebbles, I think. It's your mobile tourism product.
Yes.
What is Pebbles? I don't-
Pebbles is our mobile visitor center. So you'll see
where does Pebbles go? Who does Pebble reach?
Pebbles is around the community, of course, a lot in our downtown area and our River Market area because that's where a lot of our visitors are. On the weekends, you'll see Pebbles by some of our visitor attractions. We also go to just some local events. It's important to us to engage the community, let them know what tourism is, and we ask our residents to come out, go to the Clinton Library, go to the Arkansas Museum of Fine Arts, and experience and enjoy those tourism assets we do have.
I'm glad you mentioned the Museum of Fine Arts. That too has been just a huge boom, getting it back online as well. What are you guys seeing in terms of visitor traffic and what it has done for the community?
We're seeing a lot of traffic come in for the museum, especially at our sister property at the Holiday. And people are really enjoying it and are very impressed by what it has to offer.
Yeah, it's overwhelming almost. I mean, when you go through it and see where it came from to what it is now, it's jaw dropping. It's beautiful. The attractions are great. The amenities are great. Are there plans to capitalize more on some of that? How are you using that in terms of marketing?
We continue, our key pillars, of course, are history. We have so much culture and arts here. We just launched a Big on Arts campaign with an arts video a couple months ago that's getting great traction and great response. We also, on the group side, we look for groups that might be interested in arts, association type groups. Mm-hmm. So it covers all areas.
All right. Gena, Nick, always good to visit about what's going on in tourism, whether it's Little Rock, whether it's all of Arkansas, the Delta, Northwest Arkansas, all kinds of places. Mm-hmm. I just think things are definitely trending upward when you look at the overall statewide numbers. Little Rock's a big driver of that. Thank you guys for what you do.
You bet.
And keep us posted.